Hey, welcome back to the finger stretching series. Today we're going to do a lot of extra stretching for the forearms, the wrists, and the backs of the hands. So we're going to start by just warming up our hands, squeezing and opening. Really widen those fingers, widen the space in between your fingers as much as you can, and then squeeze them. And now we'll bring your fingers together and apart as much as you can. Good. And here's a little brain challenge. Can you take fingers 1 and 2 together, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 5, 3 and 4, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, maybe faster. Okay, just do that a couple of times. It's all right. Good. Wiggle them out. We're going to put the hands together. I'm going to stand up so that you can see that when my hands are together, my shoulders are down and relaxed, and my hands end up right about my ribs. And pressing those palms against one another and also pressing your fingers together. Let's try and tip the hands side to side, stretching. You're going to feel that in the carpal tunnel and through the backs of your hands. Just do what you can and then circle. Keep those palms together. They're going to want to come apart. Now go the other direction. Good. Now we're going to do a little opening and closing. So keep your fingers touching. Open your palms. Try to keep your fingers as touching as possible, and then we're going to go back to where we started, pressing. So we're going to open, and I'm really trying to keep all those fingers close together here, and then pressing them back together. Open and back together. So fingers stay touching, but your palms are moving apart from each other, making an elongated space. A few times of that, and really pressing here, putting some pressure into it. You can see the muscles engaging in the arms when you do that. Opening and pressing. Good. One more time. Excellent. Now let's clasp the fingers and open, keeping your palms touching, just the fingers open, and squeeze, open, and can you switch the other hand on top? Open, squeeze, other hand, open, squeeze. And now let's circle at the wrists with them together. And the other direction. And let's put the other hand on top now and circle the wrists. And circle in the other direction. Good. Excellent. Now, with your fists closed, thumb out, easy. Pointer, easy. Middle finger, depending on your practice, could be easy. Ring finger, very challenging. Pinky, pretty easy. So it's that ring finger we're working on this one, up and down. And back to the start. Good. All right. Thumb circles. All right, and then we're going to finish with, if you have a brick or a big book, or you could even just use a desktop or whatever you want, we're going to put that hand on top of the brick and press into it. Now, I don't want you to hurt yourself, but you want to try and angle up as much as possible. So your hand stays flat. Don't let it creep in like that. Flat hand, angle your arm up as much as you can. Press into it. That's a good stretch here, but again, don't overdo it. And now, while we're here, we're going to do the same thing. Your thumb tries to lift, then your pointer, middle finger, ring finger, very challenging, pinky, and go back. Ring finger, middle finger, pointer, thumb. All right? And notice that I'm starting to angle back because it is very difficult to keep that straight line here and to lift up any fingers. Never mind one at a time. Okay, multiple fingers is easier. One at a time is a challenge. So, something to work on. Make sure you do both hands, right? We don't want to just do one hand and not the other. So we'll press down. We'll try to lift individual fingers and then maybe lift all of your fingers. And hopefully that gives you a little stretch down here and across the backs of your hands. Opening wide and spreading your fingers backwards is always good for those knuckles, making some space and getting the fluid flowing. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.